we are investigating food hall department in the York store. So I'm Matilda, the spell, this Keseho, Meti, and Onadena. We'll give you our presentation just now.
Our first graph is about an overall performance of Yorkshire football from 2022 to 2025. I'll start by the 2022 to 2023. We had a strong performance, and moving on to the 2023 to 2024, we experienced a significant decline of about 29.3% because of economic factors such as inflation, as well as external competition such as emerging of new vendors. Moving on to the 2024 to 2025, we had an impressive recovery of about 46.2% from the previous year and strong growth across most months. This is because we had strategic improvements and also operational enhancements. Moving on to the second chart, it's about the coefficient variation of the Yorkshire Food Hall Department monthly coefficient variation. In this chart, we have high variation months that shows most fluctuations, which indicates inconsistent performance. And then we have low variation months, which are the most stable. So generally, most months show moderate variation, suggesting seasonal or cyclical patterns, but not extreme volatility.
Okay. Moving on to the third graph, it's revenue contribution of food hall and other departments in Yorkshire. Well, it shows that food hall contributed 2.3% to Yorkshire. This is 1.61% recovery from the previous year. This performance indicates that a food hall is a support department rather than a main revenue driver. This underperformance is due to competition since there are other places for food within the store. Customer behavior also as shoppers may choose a food hall as secondary to shopping, hence use it occasionally.
The fourth graph is about mean revenue in comparison to other stores in different locations. So this graph shows that York had the lowest mean revenue as compared to Manchester, which has recorded the largest mean revenue. This could be due to different things like population size and store size, and other internal and external factors like demographics. So York recorded 171 in mean, while Manchester recorded over 500 units of mean. The chart, we have another chart which shows comparison standard deviation per store size. It still shows York recorded low standard deviation as compared to store size because York has a smaller store size as compared to all the 9 stores. Yes.
Between the correlation of the standard deviations on revenue of different departments in Yorkshire. Okay. The high bar shows the unpredictable fluctuation sales, while the low bars indicates the stable, predictable sales. I'll compare the food hall with the high risk departments.
Okay, let me add to that. So as comparison to correlation of the standard deviation as per departments, there are high risk departments like entertainment, which has higher volatility. The higher the risk, it indicates fluctuation of revenues, and food hall, it shows it's stable. Even though it records a lower standard deviation, it shows stability because the lower the risk, the stable it becomes. Thank you.
Lastly, we discovered that food hall Yorkshire industry was amongst the lower performing categories from 2023 to 2024. Those were the weakest years with a dip of income. The projected recovery in 2024 to 2025
suggested either improving operations demand or investment. Food hall still remains underperforming relative to most departments such as the entertainment, the household, and the clothing segment. We have market growth drivers such as the experimental dining and social spaces, which refer to consumers wanting to experience more or more social spaces. And then we also have diverse and an authentic cuisine whereby people want to try new foods. And then we also have inhibiting factors and risk factors. The supply chain and ingredient outsourcing issues are one of them. The supply chain refers to the logistics and the transportation of the food. And then we have ingredients outsourcing, which could be dealing with climate due to crop production being less. And then on this chart, we notice that food hall department, and then this is the prediction of the year 2025 to 2026, whereby food hall experiences a decrease in income. And then here we noticed that in December 2024, there was a peak, which could be due to holidays and seasonal factors. Thank you.
The positive feature about the performance of the Yorkshire Food Hall Department is that we had an impressive recovery of about 46.2% from the previous years. And then also the negative feature about our food hall is that we indicated some inconsistent performance in most months. Thank you.
What could be attributable to the
I think could be York is also hosting students. Student population when they go for holidays, it might decrease the spending on dining because they will not be there. Another thing can be external factors or economic inconsistencies, like maybe there was the Ukraine war or COVID in other years, which had caused other months to be fluctuating in terms of spending in dining environments.
Okay, thank you.